If my sweater didn't make it clear, it is the holiday season. I know it's a little Back to the Future theme, but it is a Christmas sweater. And I thought this would be a great time for us to go over some games that really bring in that festive cheer. Games that really celebrate that winter wonderland feeling we all crave this time of year. So grab an entire bucket of cookies and let's get started. Saints Row 4 mixes its trademark sense of humor with a hefty dose of holiday cheer in a DLC questline called How the Saints Save Christmas. Players fight alongside Santa himself to save the holiday season. With an armory stocked with festive weapons and a garage filled with some really strange holiday cars, can this bunch of somewhat reformed criminals really save Christmas? Can they bring holiday cheer back to the world? And when players eventually do return holiday cheer back to the world, they're rewarded with the ability to wear Christmas sweaters all year round. Now, Saints Row has made it possible for you to be the kind of person who wears a Christmas sweater in July while driving a reindeer car.
What is this pole and how do I light it on fire?
How can you not know what a Festivus pole is?
So when Insomniac Games decided to set Spider-Man Miles Morales in the winter season in New York City, they had their work cut out for them. You can't just put snow in New York and call it Christmas. You have to decorate Fifth Avenue, you have to put the tree up, you have to go a little off the rails. Because that's how New York City does Christmas. There's lights everywhere and everyone's acting happy.
Move your buns already, jeez!
They celebrated Christmas in New York City just as it is in real life. If Spider-Man's walking on the streets, it really does look and feel like Christmas in New York. And if you're swinging from the streets and in the skyline, then I imagine that's how it would look from up there as well. But I have to admit, the Rockefeller Center tree is looking a little tiny. But the rink looks right. Every year, the tower in Destiny 2 is decorated to the nines with holiday cheer. As usual, Eva Levante is back to spread such holiday cheer among any Guardian that decides to interact with it. What's more, Guardians can find snow piles in lost sectors and other combat areas to then create a snowball and throw it at enemies. And it's not just a gimmick. These snowballs are imbued with stasis, which freezes enemies in their place and causes pretty decent damage. It's actually making it easier to do some of the harder challenges like soloing a Master Lost sector. And that's a gift in and of itself. Guardians can also be seen baking cookies for their favorite NPCs. However, the cookies are made of guts and pieces from enemies in the game, so it's questionable whether or not they'd be good. Regardless, we are delivering them to Commander Zavala or Ikora Rey, and even the Drifter, because what's more fun than beating up your enemies and making them into cookies? So how does a zombie horde-based cooperative shooter celebrate the holidays? Killing Floor 2 answers that question by keeping things rather simple. Players can buy outfits for their characters and skins for their guns to make things seem extra festive, but the true sense of the holidays comes into play when you enjoy the game itself. Rather than fighting enemies, you're fighting really horrifying holiday atrocities. What was once a muscle-bound maniac with a sword for an arm is now a gingerbread maniac with a peppermint cane for an arm. I'm not sure if that's an improvement or not. It's still horrifying, if not more so. Is that a pile of gifts crawling towards me or a weird demonic bug thing? I'm assuming the latter, but let's find out. Street Fighter V also keeps things rather simple, but with a twist. Capcom's legendary fighting series now features a host of buyable DLC. And among that DLC is alternate costumes for some of your favorite characters and 2 stages that you can buy and fight on. It's worth noting that I only saw 5 costumes up for sale, so I think these actually rotate every year. Either way, this is just about the most holiday-inspired brawl that you're gonna have all season. In the spirit of the holiday season, let me know in the comments what your favorite video game holiday celebration is. Maybe you're running around in Final Fantasy XIV as a Christmas-themed Moogle, or maybe you're hunting the latest Christmas-themed Pokemon in Pokemon Go, or perhaps you're playing some random $10 Steam game about Santa Claus killing everybody, because those do exist. I hope you enjoyed this tour through how video games get festive over the holidays. This video was a ton of fun to make and I really appreciate you watching it. I hope you have a very safe and fun holiday season. I hope you get to celebrate it in a way that makes you happy, and I will see you in the next video.